the slash, so I think he'll do good on this map.
Prepare to fight.
Oh man, did you see
We're about to start the first map of the
Round begins.
North American qualifier for QuakeCon 2023. Starting up, I'm on vig1lante's POV.
Me too. And I think he might have preferred to get the other spawn with the rail and the heavy. We'll see how he can outmaneuver Georgi, who does have that railgun. And now also the high ground positioning. So vig1lante, he is going to go around to get the HMG in the high ground.
I'm surprised he didn't go for HMG from the get-go. And now he's
Yeah, a little bit of
missing out.
indecisiveness.
Yeah, he's missing out on weapons, he's missing out on stack. So he kind of lost position already for the first set of items. He needs to lag it after using the injection now.
And yeah, he's going to have to retreat. If Georgi is patient, he might be able to prevent vig1lante from getting either of these items. But it looks like Georgi just went straight for heavy, so misses out on getting a rail angle on vig1lante, which helps him out quite a bit, especially now that he's the one with the high ground. But he is going to give it up, not trying to contest that at all, doesn't want to get railed. He's going to have to eventually find a way to get back onto the railgun.
There's a little rocket angle there. Georgi, okay, finally finishing with some rails. The weapon
Yeah, he was going for the rail, but Georgi had the angle.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see vig1lante trying to play aggressive until he has a rail. He does make this very aggressive jump pad push, and Georgi, wrong weapon out, not really hitting anything. So now vig1lante given some leeway.
And now he does have a good chance now that Georgi's fallen down. He could try to get the railgun at this moment. We'll see. I know Georgi's just trying to defend it in a beautiful direct rocket. And vig1lante is going to have to be really careful. He might just go for Mega, and I think that is the safer play. But Georgi being on the low ground does make him a little bit vulnerable, and he's going to decide to back off, just give vig1lante the Mega, and be happy with him still not having a railgun.
Yeah, that's really good. Like, before Georgi, you're very happy with this trade, because that means you still have a very big weapon advantage. You just have to start using it more. Oh, and this time...
For sure, but it looks like he just gave it up. However, vig1lante might be a bit trapped here. The rocket jump comes out, missing the rocket, though, and a lot of LG damage from vig1lante. He might be able to get the kill. The shotgun's not going to do it, but the LG will finish it off, and he might go even for the spawn kill here.
Oh, that was Georgi's frag. I think he just botched the weapon selection completely there.
For sure, the rockets just weren't going to cut it. If he had gone for LG, he probably would have gotten a kill.
Because the other guy is trapped and he has no room to dodge. I think a bit overzealous trying to go for a beautiful rocket there, but it was good dodge by vig1lante to avoid all of that. So now he's given.
Looks like vig1lante now is going to have full control. Even after that rail, Georgi has no armor to contest this.
Yeah, that rail only gives him enough space so he can pick up one of the light armors.
And also grab himself a railgun. And he has a decent high ground position, so he could try to do some damage here. And vig1lante going to decide not to push into that. However, he does walk right into Georgi's rocket, and that actually gives Georgi a nice advantage in this fight. All the armor is stripped off of vig1lante, and I don't know... I think this light armor is not going to come up for a little bit, so it could give Georgi an opportunity to make an aggressive play. And he's going to go across the quad, and we'll see if he can find him. Not able to spot out vig1lante on the low ground. Yeah, rails are traded, and vig1lante stuck with no armor. Georgi has a chance to try to catch him here. vig1lante's going to go for the low ground armor, but Georgi's not in a good position to do any damage on that.
I like the delay on the heavy, making sure that vig1lante already left. He got no timing on that whatsoever. Georgi now
that could really
chance to get a frag. My god.
Not after that direct. Stacks are still pretty equal, but with the high ground, vig1lante should win this. Going up the jump pad, takes a direct rocket. However, vig1lante not able to finish him off with the LG. Both players are railable, but I think Georgi comes out on top since he's the one with the high ground. He should be able to get some health for this fight.
The heavy timing. Beautiful rocket.
Beautiful rocket. Will get the heavy.
Very nice play by Georgi. And the rail off spawn as well. vig1lante a little bit too aggressive right there. Kinda trapped in a rail in the hard place.
What a rocket, though. And that might be enough to get him this Mega. Georgi's going to decide not to push for it, just stay passive. He knows that he can kind of box vig1lante out right here with rails. vig1lante going to make an aggressive move on the low ground. Gonna decide not to push for that heavy, just gonna circle back around, maybe get the high ground around the railgun. But we see a fight happen at the hourglasses, and both players not taking too much damage there, so vig1lante's just gonna go back, try to get this light armor before the mega. But Georgie should abuse this high ground railgun advantage he has.
And
he's gonna wait
probably
for...
go to the first minute strategy, which is just prevent the railgun and try to abuse the weapon advantage. Not quite
It's a good strategy, but he's not in good positions to get rail angles on these major items, and now extremely weak. He's gonna have to give up full control of this map, as well as the railgun. It looks like he might get caught out here if the LG is good enough. Georgie trapped in a corner, and the rockets come out, a beautiful switch to take the lead.
Yeah, if I can find a silver lining there is that vig1lante at least doesn't have a railgun yet. So Georgie might be able to get that weapon advantage again.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that he didn't go for one, but so far the long-range direct rockets have kind of made up for it.
Yeah, we're seeing a surprisingly low amount of rails fired in this game.
Because Georgie's been mostly out of position to fire any rails on this mega. I think that's been a huge misplay for him. And vig1lante has really nice rocket reads this game that's been able to keep him in it even without any good source of long-range damage in the railgun. Heavy though, Georgie in a decent position to fight for it here. He has enough stack that he could make a play. It looks like he doesn't know the timing and he's indecisive, decides to back off, but not in time. vig1lante able to get the kill, and now gonna even rocket jump to take this high ground immediately.
Oh, luckily evaded all damage.
Evaded all the damage, but still getting outstacked. See who wins this LG fight. vig1lante gonna play it kind of safe, just go up the jump pad. Georgie wasn't in range to float him there up the jump pad. vig1lante though, giving up the high ground could come to bite him. Unless he can hit any more of these rails. See one come out, but Georgie's gonna make a play for this heavy. vig1lante knows he's railable, so he's just gonna look for an angle though. Not railable after grabbing that health bubble, and he makes a surprise play on vig1lante, dropping down onto the health bubble.
That was so risky, but I dig it. I think it's
Yeah, it
3
did
minutes
work out
to go.
well. It was
You need to make those plays. Oh my god, he's not trying to connect with the rails. And another. Oh my, he just hit 4 rails in a row, and each of them was quite a good
That's
flick.
why it's a bit surprising to me that he didn't want to go for the deep embrace. But yeah, very rail heavy, and it's working out for him right now. He has great accuracy with it, and this game is coming out of control for Georgie here, unless he can get any kills here. Looks like vig1lante was not aware of the sound cue.
Yeah, he seemed to have no idea of Georgie's whereabouts. I was surprised that Georgie didn't actually go for the pummel.
I think that has a lot to do with lack of practice, because kind of the same thing for me. If I don't play for a while, I get more confused by the sound. But Georgie here just hasn't been able to find any way to regain this control. He had one opportunity when he made that surprise drop on him at the heavy, but I don't think he either didn't get the railgun or vig1lante just hit a whole bunch on him, and I think this game should be over right now.
Yeah. And I mean, Georgie seemed to have a plan for this game, which is keep rail control, but he didn't really make much use of the rail himself. Couldn't get into position to take advantage of the rail, and vig1lante always very aware of the positions that Georgie might have wanted to use, and very good spam rockets all the way through.
Exactly, I think that is the story of this game. Just decent denial of the rail, but wasn't able to take advantage of it himself, and vig1lante with the good rockets and taking advantage of Georgie missing and able to win this first map 8-1, a really nice showing, and we'll go into the second map, which will be Veil of Noth. Veil of Noth is a map where you can outmaneuver the rails more, which might actually favor Georgie. He hasn't shown a lot of...
but that's also the map where he has a pretty significant champion disadvantage.
True. True. If vig1lante just camps the top with Orb, it's going to be really hard for Georgie.
Yeah, how do you get him out of there?
That. You can't.
You just have to, get the tri-bolt and try to do some spam or hit rails, but the tri-bolt is also up there. It's
Yeah, and the thing with the
unlucky.
Ranger too is that he can maneuver from heavy to mega so quickly with either orb or rocket jumps as well.
It's gonna be a rough game for Georgie, is what we think.
I think it's going to be very important whoever gets the high ground spawn off the starting spawns.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, if you do get the heavy spawn, you're forced just to go to rail and play from kind of an out of control position. And especially as a Death Knight against a Ranger, you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, because you don't even have time to pick up one of the lights before getting the heavy. You're just...
Yeah. Yeah,
have
you
to
often
stay
don't
with
even have time to go
150
grab
armor.
the rocket.
Yeah, you just have to lag it to rail. And your enemy is gonna have 175 HP and 100 armor. And he has the better position, the better weapons on that side. And you're kind of screwed for the first minute and a
Prepare to
half.
fight.
You know,
Let's-
Saigib's with Georgie right now. I'm surprised Saigib didn't tell him not to pick.
Maybe Saigib is the one that decided to pick that knight. Maybe he doesn't want Georgie to go to
Sabotage.
QuakeCon. He's scared of him. Okay,
Okay,
but Georgie does get the Mega Spawn at least, so that's something.
Yeah, sure, that's what he wanted in. Was also able to deny Vigilante from grabbing a rocket at the beginning of the map. But it looks like Georgie's not going to be aware of where Vigilante is and actually ends up giving him
Oh no.
a better position on the map with all the
Georgie,
weapons.
no, you had the position.
We might see a trap come out here.
Oh, and the rocket misses as well. Georgie, just like that. It's as if it's as if he had the worst spawn.
However, Vigilante wasn't really quick enough to rotate around to Mega. And Georgie now with the high ground. Orb
my
comes
God.
out, is able to get damage but not deny that Mega. But Vigilante still has a lot more armor than Georgie does. And with the rail hit, he could try to make a run, a push through this secret portal if he wants to. But gonna play it safe. Does give Georgie the one light armor to work with, so the stacks aren't too uneven. And Georgie in a decent defensive position at the moment. Vigilante, though, if he's fast, he can just rotate around the Mega right now after picking up that Mega.
Vigilante is also giving Georgie a lot of respect, not trying to make aggressive pushes when he definitely seems like there are a lot of chances to.
Yeah, there was he had a lot of chances, both to push into the rail room and then also to just immediately go up and grab the Mega after taking the heavy, but instead being kind of passive and it's not working out for him. The orb comes out to escape, and actually a really beautiful escape as he's going to be the one to get this heavy.
And Georgie once again.
Really nice rocket jump up to deny this high ground. That's exactly what he needs to do.
Right for the Mega coming out, a big LG fight. Vigilante switching out to rockets. Just hit the rail in the end, so not all bad. Sadly, the rail was for the Mega. So Georgie's not that bothered.
Georgie with the stack and positional advantage though, but taking that rail is going to be brutal, and Vigilante now can set up for this heavy. Looks like Georgie going to go out of his way though at the rail room, but able to hit that beautiful shot on the heavy to take out some of that armor. Gonna rotate around, but he's so weak on stack. If he can hit more of these rails though, and the Flame Strike will do it to get the trade.
I'm surprised that Vigilante even killed him. I don't understand the jump at play. I think it was actually lucky for Vigilante that it was a mutual frag, but the spawn was not very lucky.
Well, I think that
Spawns in the
Vigilante is not making enough use of the rocket jumps, which
Yeah.
you want to really use that as Ranger.
He's playing it a lot safer than most people would.
For sure, he's not been able to push any of his advantages so far. And Georgie actually with the right read now just going up that jump pad is going to take a fight directly to Vigilante. The orb comes out, but not able to do enough damage, and Georgie gets the kill and the Mega.
The second rocket miss had me worried there for Georgie, but the final rocket does hit. I like the push on the spawn. Great rocket.
Aggressive
kill.
play with only the railgun. However, he hits all three.
I say it was gonna be an easy kill, but Georgie not being able to land one of the last rockets. This rail was crucial for him to be able to challenge for the Mega now.
And Vigilante's still railable
What?
here if Georgie can just
He
hit
rocket
one.
jump. He doesn't know when the Mega's gonna be up. Jesus Christ, this. Yeah, I don't know how to analyze that one.
I think that Vigilante might have thought that he picked up a health bubble.
Yeah.
didn't.
Tied.
But even
But Vigilante
then,
winning these rail fights that he has no right to. It's because Georgie just not able to put out the damage.
yeah, Georgie's rockets have not been great. He's missing a lot of the shots he should be hitting. And these fights that Vigilante should be losing 90% of the time, he's able to win. Poor execution by Georgie, and that is a great rocket onto the feet.
Yeah, beautiful rocket to really solidify this control. He's also going to go down to get this light armor first before rotating back around to fight for this next heavy. Not going to take the high ground, though, instead going for the other light armor. That might give Georgie enough time to secure himself this heavy. We're going to see a push on the high ground, going up the jump pad with the rail. Not the right read. He is on fire, but Georgie is so weak right now. And the orb's going to come out, and he gets the kill even after not grabbing the heavy.
Yeah, and now he's gonna add the clean heavy. But the Mega's gonna be up, and Georgie's gonna be able to stack back up, and he comes rocket jumping.
Maybe he heard me about not abusing the rocket jumps. I mean, I don't think these have been the right times, but so far it's worked out for him.
Hey, if you do it enough times, eventually you'll iron out the bad ones, I guess.
5-minute warning.
Gonna see a fight here. The rockets are huge, and Georgie his aim hasn't been on this game, and he's losing so many of these engagements. Like, he should have at least been able to get one rail on Vigilante there, but not able to. And Vigilante, I think, wisely not gonna go for the Mega.
Starting from the M6, he seems to have had a lot of focus on the rail, but it's not really working out for him.
Oh, maybe we jinxed it right here as he hits that starting rail and is going to be able to get the kill with the Flame Strike and the rockets. We're going to see an engagement at this light armor. Vigilante will come out on top. However, still a long time for this heavy, and Georgie's going to come running in with the LG, able to get the kill.
Bracket for his spawns as well. Rocket jump up. Oh.
Not a great fight, though, with Vigilante with the better position and stack.
Yeah, that rocket jump, if you wanted to make it work, it needed to be instant and very clean. It was not, and Vigilante was able to get the push through the TP and get in a better position. So at that point, it was a
Vigilante waiting for this light armor. Looks like Georgie almost had an angle on him, but wasn't able to get it. Set up on this heavy, though, he should be the one to grab it unless an orb comes out. But Vigilante just going to decide to set up on this Mega. He should know timing on it. See rockets from below and the rail push. Not able to hit his shot, but he is safe on the high ground. And might be able to catch him. He drops down. Vigilante not expecting that. The Flame Strike, unfortunately, not connecting, but it still leaves Vigilante pretty weak. And I think Georgie, he decided to go to the rail room to collect the hourglasses, but I really don't think that's the right play because he's
especially
really
after
giving control.
Yeah, he used the ability, he did damage, and then he just gave Vigilante all of the resources. But at least he's positioned for the Mega right now. And Vigilante just comes guns blazing with once again, and both players so low.
This is the aggression I envisioned from Vigilante. I knew he just wants to plus forward into you, and we're seeing that a lot, but so far it's working out since Georgie he's not hitting the shots that he needs to. He should really be expecting the aggression now. Also, Flame Strike somehow not connecting there. It's like Vigilante walked right into the trail, but he's able to get the kill. Get the heavy as well. And
now for the Mega. This is going to be so hard for Georgie to come back into this game.
Especially with the orb almost up. Vigilante taking these kind of unorthodox positions. But it might catch Georgie off guard this time around. We see him setting up for heavy on lower ground, rather than most people like to set up on the Tribolt platform. We'll see who can get the most damage in this fight. And there's enough time for Georgie to get damage on this heavy and then rotate back around.
No, he
The Mega,
misses
the orb miss!
He does the LG beautifully. Georgie does get the heavy. Vigilante missing the rail though. The guy is actually going for the Mega again. Oh, he gets pushed on the other side.
Another.
Can Georgie make it work? He does!
What a rocket!
Georgie
Perfect
finally
read both times.
hitting some
And it's
shots
also,
now.
Yeah, it's also important that he noticed that
Nice.
Vigilante didn't grab the Mega.
Yeah, that was great. Now Georgie actually has a chance with 2 minutes to go. He's low on resources, but he's gonna be able to get this Mega. Steal some seconds for the heavy. Vigilante trying to find very, very close. The rocket's not connecting. He still gets the kill, but he's left very, very low. There should be enough time for Georgie to come in and do some
I
damage
heard
for the Mega.
Georgie scream for the next round. I think he's upset about that
Really?
one. Yeah.
Good rail?
Yeah, Really nice
He should
rail,
chase,
actually. He
he should chase
could
it.
catch him right here. Rail, though, why? Rail
no, he
miss.
misses again.
Forced to back off.
execution.
That was his chance to get that, to close the lead.
Still fine, still 1 minute, 2 frags.
1 minute
But his
warning.
execution has really been letting him down in a lot of these moments where he seemingly has a lot of advantages going for him.
And the aggression comes out. Orb's not up. This is his chance. Vigilante able to escape. George is
There he
still
goes.
on the chase. Hits the clutch rail.
Mega's
However,
up,
the
though.
Mega is up for Vigilante. We could see a fight here. Vigilante still running away. Gonna try to go through the secret portal. Georgie does make the right read, but not able to get any damage. The Flame Strike also not doing anything, and I think this game might be over with only 30 seconds left.
Now he'll have to deal with the orb as well. He just saw him go through the TP! I think he just lost himself there for a bit. This LG fight is not going Georgie's way. Rocket is good, but Vigilante gets the kill and secures the game. That's gonna be Vigilante 2, Georgie 0. So Vigilante advancing in his first round of the North American qualifier.
It was a nice try from Georgie, but I think he's got to work on the execution and combat skills.
Yeah, more deathmatch for you.
100%. But good victory for Vigilante here.
The plays he was doing, like it made sense. The thought he had going into them. He usually had some sort of either weapon advantage or stack advantage or positional advantage, but then the execution was just not there.
Yeah, every
Whereas-
time.
Yeah, whereas Vigilante, like his plays, a lot of them were just aggression, and because he felt like he was out-aiming Georgie, he was a lot more aggressive than he probably should be able to afford.
Yeah, but if your opponent's not hitting the aggression like that,
Yeah.
can work, especially with the Ranger.
So let's take a look at the bracket for a bit. And
So it looks
see if
like
any games have been
Breakage
done.
beat Jacuz.
It's gonna be Aaron versus Breakage. Vigilante
And it'll
versus
be-
Sechko.
Decent match, though. I do think Vigilante could take that one 2-0 again.
And do we also beat Twitch? I wonder how Motocrew and Death Row are, because I assume Death Row or Motocrew versus AK Pounds should be good game.
Yeah, I'd probably be pretty close.
So we should try and go to that one.
Looking at who else there is. I don't really see any other games that are going to be close.
Let's try and figure out if Motocrew or the Death Row already finished their game.
Aaron versus Breakage is not a bad one to watch either.
And Death Row still seems to be in game.
Davis playing against T Tully, and then if he wins that, playing either Nukist or I Got It Before You. I assume those will be stomps, so I'm not sure we want to watch that. Dewey versus either Kuru or Nathaniel.
So far, my game is on AK Pounds versus Motocrew on Death Row.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that one. I don't think any of these are going to be particularly close, other than maybe that one. Aaron Breakage actually might be close.
Oh, Motocrew is actually streaming. So let me just check the stream. Oh, I think they're about to start the second or third map. So maybe we could just jump right into that.
Can you message him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, I think the stream is delayed, so they're actually in game. Never mind. But it seems that they're going to the third map.
Interesting, really. So Motocrew and putting up quite a performance. Honestly, I expected Death Row to take that one.
Yeah, I don't know how active Death Row is lately.
He might play a little bit in the evening. I see him sometimes against Rafa.
He probably plays like some team modes, like 2v2 or Sacrifice. I remember I was watching Saigib stream a couple of nights ago, and they were all just playing Sacrifice for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, with Sacrifice, you can maybe tune the mechanics, but
Yeah.
it's a lot different than Duel.
Saigib is a god at those kinds of team modes. Like,
Yeah.
in those team modes, I would probably say Saigib is honestly probably the best fighter in the world. Like,
I suck at team modes.
like
I play like a
Saigib's
bronze in
mechanics
team
in
modes.
those modes, like his damage output is insane. Whether he has like a plasma or shotgun, rocket LG or a rail, like even with machine gun, he can 1v2 and 1v3 the other pros in those team modes. It's just insane.
Yeah, that's why he always does so well in those 2v2 tournaments.
Yeah.
I think I was the one holding him back when we played together a couple times.
I mean, you probably don't have really any experience in team modes in Quake.
No, I really don't enjoy them either. I just prefer to focus on Duel.
Then I regret to say that you're wrong. Team modes are the superior mode.
Definitely disagree.
It's okay. You're NA. It's fine for you to be wrong.
Death Row in his match against Motocrew is already up 1-0. Motocrew, though, with 2 totems up, he might be able to win this fight as well.
Oh, so now
Yeah.
we're casting another stream.
I know you guys don't see it, but calling this game out. Game is tied now. So I hear that Pi Hero beat Trep. Should we see if we can get Aaron Breakage?
Either that, yeah, or we have to wait for this game.
Yeah, I think you should ask because don't want to wait.
What's Aaron's in-game name?
Aaron.
Oh, it's literally just his name. Okay.
They're in menu still, so we might be able to catch it.
Okay, I asked an invite.